Good morning, everyone. Today is one of those great days in the high desert. It started raining last evening and has continued all night and all morning. This doesn't happen often for us, so we are really loving it. And all my plants are loving it. You can see so far we have gotten over half an inch of rain. And I know that sounds very minimal to a lot of you, but that is a lot for us in the high desert. Everything looks so refreshed and the air smells so wonderful. And our temperatures are in the 60s. It's now the afternoon and the rain has stopped, so I'm going to work on a project. But before we do that, I'm going to take you back a week to when my husband and I had to trim the canes off of our yucca plant because they had fallen over. He uses the board as a shield to minimize the amount of pricks that he gets from the yucca. Since these canes are still green, they're a little harder to saw off, so he's having to use a different saw. And this has taken a little bit longer than normal because we usually wait till these canes dry before we have to take them down. Now there's the first one down, 3 more to go. You may be wondering why I'm showing this to you. These canes are extremely strong and tough. Last year I saved one of them and it completely dried out, and that is almost an indestructible cane. So I thought, what a perfect use of something that we're having to remove to use and make a trellis. So that's what we're going to do today. Here's the 4 yucca canes 1 week later. I let them dry out on the back patio. This short cane is the one that I saved from last year. You can see it is completely dried out and it is hard. These are still drying. You can still see the green on them, but they have dried out quite a bit. For my trellis project, I want each of these canes to be 4 feet long, so I'm going to measure them and cut them. You can see they are much easier to cut once they are even a little bit dry. And the final step is to cut off all of those branches where the blooms were growing. Now we have 4 clean canes to work with. I'm going to place this trellis in this pot, so I'm going to position each one of these 4 canes around the pot so that I can create a teepee shape. I'm going to use this medium weight twine to wrap my trellis together at the top and to create a ladder effect for a vine to attach itself going upwards. I just realized that my camera was not positioned so that you could see me actually wrapping the top, so I'm just showing you the end result of how I wrapped it. It's nothing fancy. You're just attaching it, tying a knot and attaching it to one of the poles and then continually wrapping it several times to strengthen that hold and then tying it off at the end. After securing the 4 canes at the top, I'm now going to start at the bottom, tie a knot around one of the posts, wrap it several times, and then extend the twine to the next cane and wrap it several times and continue until I'm back to the first cane. Then I will cut the string, tie it off, and then move to the next section. is what the completed trellis looks like. As you can see, I've created a ladder effect with the twine so that a vine can wrap itself around the canes and around the twine as it continues to grow and climb up. Now, if you've watched my channel, you know that I was growing a loofah in this pot, and that's why I was going to do this trellis. We had a couple of days of 100-degree temperatures, and I don't think my loofah made it. It's still in here, but you can barely see it. It looks a little dry. So I'm not going to pull it up. We'll give it another chance, but I think that is done for the season. But I do have a trellis for future use. I hope this video gives you ideas on alternative uses of things around your yard. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.